Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with round 6 of LCR. Yes, we're now at the halfway stage of this championship. We're here actually in Baku, of course. I did a race in Baku in WOR just last week, if I remember correctly, off the top of my head. That one went interestingly. We certainly come into this weekend having learnt a few things about F122, or at least Azerbaijan inside F122. But yeah, halfway through the season, we're currently sat on 10 points. So I think we're about P12, P13 in the championship. We had a really good race out last time in Imola, but Baku is just going to be about trying to avoid carnage and chaos. We'll see if we can try and score points again. We've had back-to-back point finishes now. I'm hoping we can try and continue on that good run of form. But yeah, anything can happen here. So fingers crossed we just keep it clean and tidy and sort of see where we end up, I suppose. Get yourself subscribed. We've hit 6,000. Next up, 7k. Right, let's find out then. Are we going to see some rain around Baku this weekend? It's sunny Saturday. And it's sunny Sunday as well, so we don't have to worry about that then. That could have thrown even more of a spanner into the works around this circuit. But yeah, I don't really know how confident to feel around Baku, to be honest. It's not a track that I'm particularly great over one lap pace, but maybe in the race we can try and have a good run through this weekend. Like I said, it's just going to be about trying to avoid carnage, avoiding other cars, and I suppose we better just get out there then with my first qualifying run. Hopefully, we can have a better run of that than I did in WOR. Did not nail my qualifying there. Slightly nudged the wall in towards the final section, all that infamous downhill left-hander, but out of the final turn up towards the start-finish line. This felt like a fairly okay banker as we head up over the line. 1 minute 41.6 is not the okay banker I thought it would be. There was Matthew, I'm sure is just about to go a lot quicker. No, he doesn't, weirdly. We're on pole. End it now. Right, well, we know there was about half a second just in that one corner alone down in towards Sector 3, so got to try and push on our second run, try and find a little bit more around the rest of the lap. There's always time we can improve around here. Definitely feel like we can get down into the 1 minute 40s, but we do need a lot more if we want to be anywhere sort of semi-competitive, I guess. Well, a much better lap time come the end of it, but it was still quite scruffy down in towards turn 3, and then I think turn 7 it must be around this lap. 3/4 of a second up though. It might just bump us ahead of Dynamo Dan in this session, so he of course probably was one of my rivals in this series there, and there we go, up into P8 then, but another second away from Jackstar in P6. There's just such big gaps around this venue. I've kind of decided within myself though that I'm going to put this last lap basically all on the line here to see what sort of time we can get as we round out the final couple of turns. Let's see what we can do then. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. Literally as soon as I'm saying about how I'm going to try and find more, I go and loop it round. I mean, my teammate's a bit further back. Right, well, having a look then at our final qualifying results. I mean, look at that. 5 cars separated by a 1/10.5 up at the front there. Connor did improve up into 7th place there. Joseph stayed in 8th. Dan even improved into 9th there. So we line up 10th on the grid, ready for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Fingers crossed we can try and score some points today, but again, it is going to be a fight for survival. Right, we'll get them ready then. Here in Azerbaijan, Baku, we're going to be rocking the hards to mediums today, but of course that'll all depend on whether we get a safety car, and if we do get a safety car, how many safety cars we get as well here. Ben starting up in P3, a fantastic qualifying job done by my teammate. We're starting just on the cusp of points there as someone's been DQ'd from the formation lap. Not too sure how they've managed that, but there's a couple of cars in front of me that I'd like to beat tonight. You know, I do think we're in a bit of a championship battle with Dan, Joseph, and Lime Violet as well, who's starting behind me. So I've got to be really, really sort of strategic tonight and keep trying to make sure that we're outscoring those guys by points week in and week out. Lining up though on the grid. Second week in a row I've done that. Well done, Matt. It went about 0.2 and then went 0.2 into the red immediately. But let's do this thing then here from Baku. Fingers crossed we get a nice, clean, tidy start. Not worried about losing places. 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. Actually one of my cleaner ones on F122. So I'll have a look up the inside of the Haas through the first corner. Whoa, who on earth was that? Liam there, just into the back of me. And apparently going to squeeze me through turn 2 as well. It's not going to give us the best run off the corner. Looks like Jack's behind has gone around in the McLaren. So So not going to be fun for him there, as Mafio trying to warm up his tyres behind myself. But yeah, we lost 1 place then off the start. Not the end of the world. I don't think Liam is going to be someone we're going to battle with too much. This or Joseph looking for a dive on the Red Bull. Not too sure if that's Sora or someone else. Can't quite remember. Oh no, it was Sora. So we wind our way through this middle sector then on lap 1. Of course, cold tyres, everything like that. Just got to try and keep it clean. There's Mafio really struggling then, unless he's picked up front wing damage. Yeah, really just not quite as sort of all over the back of me as I would expect him to be there. As will everyone make it through lap 1? Looks like we have in front of me. And it looks like I think everyone has made it through behind as well there. So not too bad of a start here in Baku. Like I said, lost the 1 place, had a couple of scary moments through turn 1 and turn 2, but that's what you come to expect from this circuit. Are we going to see any front wings lost as we head down the hill? Looks like everyone's made it again through. I mean, really, yeah, lap 1 round here is just about asking whether everyone's made it through clean and tidy. As Liam, big wobble there out in the final corner, but we've basically survived the opening lap. I'm expecting us to be running a bit higher wing than most. There's got to be careful of that wall out of the final corner, but it's a long old race today. We just got to try and settle down into a rhythm. Crowding door leads the way at the end of lap 1. Surprised he's not in the championship battle, but I'm guessing he's lacked some consistency early on this year. But let's try and settle down, see if we can keep the Aston Martin behind us already. There we go. Adam into the wall. I'm guessing that was Adam into the wall anyway. I saw some front wing flying and him losing places. So it might be a freebie that we're about to gain, unless it was someone else. Well, he's only picked up a little bit of damage, or he's much quicker than I was anticipating, because Adam definitely isn't losing much this lap. I'm trying to sort of see around the front wing there. No, it looks like it is fully intact, at least on the left-hand side. So we might have got away with it. It might be someone else. Oh, yellow's out. Someone's binned it. Oh, that's Joseph. How's he got around there? He must have got light over the bump or taken too much curb, but that is one of my championship rivals then navigated. Like I said, Dan, Joseph and Violet are the ones I'm trying to outscore at the moment. Consistently, Dan's just at the front of this group, and I think Violet, yeah, is down in 12th. Just hanging on inside the DRS of Mafio. Yeah, surprised still hasn't found a way around me early on in this GP. Guessing he's just trying to be a bit patient, sort of seeing what happens. I'm trying to save battery as well early on here. Trying not to do too much with that. New personal best for the day. But yeah, Dan starting to cause a bit of a train there, as well. Adam very, very wide again through turn 1. It'll leave him vulnerable. But he will be able to get off the corner. Oh, big lock up there. That'll be a freebie, thank you. And now up into 9th then. We'll take that. Let's try and push up towards these two there, as Liam now having a look up the inside of Dan in towards turn 3. I don't think Dan's going to put up too much of a fight. So maybe we can try and apply some pressure to the Haas. Liam lit up the rears, lost the place to Dan again there as we head back down towards turn 1. These two still battling. Looks like Ben's bottled it. No idea what's happened to our teammate, as I cannot touch that curb down at turn 1. So Ben back down then into, I think, P6 of this race, as there is so much going on around me at the moment. I'm just trying to avoid it all. Just trying to make sure that we keep our nose clean there, as Mafio's made the move work on Adam as well. But yeah, maybe if Ben's picked up some damage. Oh, damn there, big slide as he tries to put the power down out through the old town there. Looks like Liam has just waltzed away on this lap. Now he's found his way around the Haas car, so we need to try and move past Dan ASAP as well. We can try and just build ourselves into a bit of a gap. That would be quite nice, as I think Ben has got away without any damage. To get a nice run out of this final corner. They've got to be so careful of that outside curbing there and just try and thread the eye of the needle through this final chicane then. Nice and tidy this time around. We should be able to get a run on Dan as we head back down towards the start-finish line there. Saw a new fast lap of the day. He's just about been able to keep up with those front cars, as trying to use as little battery as possible side by side with Dan back down in towards the first corner. We should be through. Just going to try it back around the outside, but we'll just cover off in towards turn 1 there, and Mafio's going to follow us by. So into P8 we'll go, but we might lose it again to Mafio in the near future. In fact, that might be right now, depending on the run he gets down this back straight. No, we should be good. Dink the wall. That's not what I wanted to do. Have I got away with it? I think so, yeah. No damage from that one, luckily. That was close. So I think Mafio's going to get me, though, out of the final corner. Not, like I said, not really worth our battles at the moment. Still a big battle pack going on right up towards the front there, but Mafio will slip by. Adam, though, sorry, Dan even still a second behind. Oh, Maffio, that's not what you wanted to do, mate. We'll have that one back then. Oh, I think he's out, and he's taken down with him. Ah, well, I think that's a safety car. Might be just a VSC. VSC for that one then, so won't really save the back markers either. Nope, it is a full safety car. Don't think it really changes strategy much. Probably still worth staying out here for now. Unless we do medium then softs. Suppose we could try and take some mediums to the end, but that would be a very tall order. Tempted just to go for mediums anyway though. Right, well, we are going to box then. Looks like there are some split strategies coming out at the moment. Ben's going to pit as well, but I thought if we had picked up a tiny bit of front wing damage, then of course we can get that swapped out as well. Going to be right at the rear of the field anyway, so it doesn't make much difference, as Adam's going to pit, Violet's going to pit as well. So yeah, plenty of cars into the pit lane then, but yeah, of course, just costs us a bit of time. The fact that Ben was having issues there, as someone's got to go get us a wing. Someone go get me a wing! They haven't. It's literally on yes. Right. Well, I got no idea what that was about, but I guess we're still in P9. What? Why didn't? It's literally on yes, EA, and you haven't changed it. Hang on. You get a warning, even under safety car. Learn something new every day. Right, safety car in then at the end of this lap, and I don't genuinely believe there's anyone in front of me that I can be quicker than at the moment. Unless is that Joseph back in like P? Yeah, he is. He's back in P5. How does he manage that then? So Joseph way back up the order. So it would be nice to try and get back towards him. But I suddenly thought, what if other cars are trying to go to the end on these medium compounded tyres? That might be quite a stretch for us. So it depends on what everyone else is trying to do. But everyone just trying to weave their way out of the final corner. You just got to get ready to go whenever. As I'm sure the leader will probably just wait as long as possible. I think we're going. Big amount of wheel spin there, but we've got a good jump on the cars behind, as well apply some pressure to Liam. Back down towards turn 1. Sora straight to the inside for a Daniel Ricciardo style move in towards that first corner. Liam very, very late on the brakes. I've been absolutely punted. Don't know who hit me there down in towards turn 1. We were just trying to avoid stuff, as it was all getting very, very hectic in front of us. Looks like Joseph's almost been turned. And that'll be a place game for us then. Back into P8 then of this GP. But yeah, crazy scenes off the restart. I mean, this is the thing with Baku, isn't it? One safety car restart kind of just creates more safety cars around this venue there. As side by side behind us. But we've got to just settle back down there as well. Cold tyres, you can see, struggling to get the car where I need it through the next corner. Perhaps no one hit me. Perhaps it was just that curbing through on the outside of turn 1 there that really offset me. As look how much I lose in that traction zone. I know Adam is still very, very quick behind us, so it's all getting a bit messy in towards the castle. Come on, lads, keep it clean and tidy. Don't do anything too crazy early on this restart. There was perhaps Connor just a little bit all over the show. I wonder if he's picked up some damage. So we might gain another place here then. Yes, Connor's definitely struggling. Loses a place to Sora. Going to try and keep fighting it though as we head down the hill. Liam to the inside. Hoping just the cars behind me are just being patient as well there. Has Connor got damage, or is he just struggling off this restart? I don't really know. I think he's on the hards that he started on, so he's going to have less grip than a lot of us as well. There as will Liam try and get a run out through the final couple of corners. I mean, Connor's still way wide as we almost hit the inside wall through the final turn. Do not want to do that, as here comes Adam at the final corner. Is Connor peeling into the pit lane? Adam, oh, he thinks about going to the inside of myself there. I would have opened the door for him if he had committed to it, but I honestly just didn't expect him to. Side by side. Come on, mate, don't squeeze me that much. Got to give me a bit of room there, as Connor still hanging on ahead of King Liam. Oh, Liam slapped the wall. That's surely got to be damage for Liam as we head through the old town once again there, so Connor might live to fight another day as we head down in towards Sector 3, but surely Liam's picked up damage there. That was a big old hit on that barrier, as Joseph and Dan still duking it out behind us. We're not even halfway into this race just yet. Don't say Liam survived that somehow. As we wind our way out the final corner, he's still able to apply pressure to Connor, so maybe they both got damage. I don't know what's going on at the moment, as they're going to get a really bad run out of that final corner. We are going to get a bit closer, but again, I'm not really going to try anything on at the moment, as this is just screaming to me recipe for disaster. Is that what I mean? Look at that wheel banging at 210 miles an hour. they jockey for Connor's slipstream back into turn 1, this will end up in a crash, I'm telling you guys now. And I want to be there to pick up the pieces. So Adam there, a little bit of a mistake. Don't really want to try and hook it up around the outside, to be honest. Like I said, I just kind of want to let these guys squabble, but getting a little bit worried because Dan's now right behind us again. Now Connor's lost the place to Liam. I've got no idea what is happening between these 3 cars at the moment, as they're all just keep swapping position, and I'm adamant that all of them have got damage in one way or another. None of them seem to be slowing down particularly. Connor, of course, is on those old hard tyres. They will be coming towards the end of their usable life. It's only lap 12 though, and of course we did have a couple of laps behind safety cars, so we shouldn't be in too much pain at the moment. But yeah, I don't know really what to say at the moment, as Dan now might get a run on me back down towards someone. I think going to get away with it. Connor to the outside of Liam once again. So I'm just trying to save battery at the moment. But yeah, I mean, this is still very, very feisty between these cars in front. Oh, yellow flag's out. Someone's binned it. See, Jack's gone down at turn 1 again. I think Joseph's gone round. Just see a Ferrari getting further back there as Connor slaps the wall again. Didn't see any front wing fly though, so he might just have got away with it once more. Oh, safety car. Don't know what's happened. Right, we're going to have to go mediums again now to the end. So we have got a fresh set. But there, that's potentially damaged a few of the cars up towards the front of the order. It shouldn't affect them too badly, actually, because they've got out ahead of the safety car, so we'll all have Delta still. But everyone then will peel back into the pit lane there, so all the cars that didn't pit first time round haven't actually lost out too badly, because this was about the point they were going to box in this Grand Prix, but not too sure why that was a safety car when it was, because we haven't had anyone retire. No, we had 2 cars that came together a bit beforehand, but say that is what it is. Come on, let me go. Luckily we won't get jumped by anyone, but yeah, we're still going to be exactly where we were, I think. Oh, I've just seen Ben hasn't pit. What's Ben planning in the second half of this thing? He hasn't boxed. Of course, now we're going to get rid of the Delta, but I don't think we're going to jump anyone else. I have noticed as well, we've jumped the Alpine. But Ben's potentially just really shaken up this race, as looks like one of the Mercs has been jumped by Sora. A very long second safety car then leaves us with just 9 racing laps to go, and I've got no idea what Ben's plan is up at the front, but we just need to try and keep it clean and tidy. I think Connor's probably too quick, he'll run away, but definitely feel like, you know, Adam Dude and the other cars around us, we are still definitely locked into battle with. There might be a couple of quick cars behind us as well, but I think, have they gone? Looks like they've gone at the front of the field then, so Ben went very early there. That has spread out the cars at the rear of the field. We'll presume get ready to resume racing, but we are going for it back down in towards turn 1, and that looks like a recipe for disaster at the front of the field, and it has been. Ben's round, Mel and Sora, both championship protagonists, have lost out, and I've just been squeezed out as well there, as just wrong place at the wrong time, as Dan will nick by. Violet's going to go for it as well. 2 of the guys that I'm battling with in the championship, and that is, no, that's Liam, that's okay. Not so worried about him. But that just got so congested there right at the wrong moment, as Mel trying to look past Sora. Has Sora got some damage in the process there? Perhaps had contact with my teammate, but yeah, it really all has kicked off there. As where am I going? Come on, focus, regroup. We can still gain that place back. It's not the end of the world just yet, but gutted to see obviously the fact that Adam Dude, you know, just broke through that little group and we just couldn't. I'm also expecting Liam and Dan's tyres to fall off before the end of this race. Of course, we tried to do that strategy in WOR. Did not work for us. So unless they're tyre-saving wizards, I'm not expecting it to work for them particularly well either. We've just got to stay close enough that in the last couple of laps when they do fall off, we are there to capitalise. Be useful for us then very late on in the day. Dan is no longer within the range of the cars in front of him, so that should mean when the DRS has been re-enabled, we are going to get a bit of free time each lap there. Of course, he has still got the advantage at the moment on those soft compound tyres, but it should be sort of lap 23, lap 24, that deficit overturns. And he should really start to struggle there, as Violet as well, still just waiting in the wings. Violet is great at just being patient, waiting until right towards the end, and then pouncing, and then often gets quite a decent result through it. Dan is really struggling though, all over the road on those softs. Just closing in on the wrong part of the lap to really do anything, but we have got to try and get round him and then break free. See if we can build a gap to Violet behind as well, and just try and get a bit close to those cars in front. Oh, that was close. Dan broke just a little bit earlier than I was expecting. We had to try and be really careful to cadence brake. Oh, someone else has gone. I think that was a car behind us though, sadly, not in front. As Dan is absolutely kicking a life out of those soft compound tyres. They're still sliding around on most corner exits, so surely now we just got to try and go for it, get the run at the final turn. We're going to have to use a load of battery to make it happen, but we will get to the inside. Open up the DRS there, and surely this one's going to be a nice, easy textbook move on the run back down towards turn 1. Give it a slipstream as well, but we've got to try and gap Violet. Teammate in the pits. Oh, Ben's ran into more issues. Or he's just ruined his tyres, one or the other. But 4 seconds up to the cars in front. We've just got to maybe see more carnage. Because let's try and get out of range of Dan this time round. Look at that then. Gap to Dan's up over 1 second, and he's got a 3-second penalty, so Violet will probably get past him. But now we just got to watch for Liam, see if the pace falls off on those tyres. Oh, Dan's binned it. I think Dan has binned it there. But 5 laps to go of this race. Hopefully no more safety cars. I'm still expecting something to happen in that huge gaggle up the road. The flags. Someone else has had issues. Oh, it's Joseph behind. That might allow Ben to potentially snooper away a point here still. Every little extra bonus really does help at this stage as we're just trying to keep Violet out of the DRS range. More yellow flags. That's a car in front of us. I think Adam Dude's ran into issues. Well, he's running in AI at the moment. That's going to really slow me up as we head out in towards the old town once more. Is he going to... No! Oh, I hate that. The AI on this game is so wildly unpredictable there, as we had a good opportunity to try and pull away from Violet again just a bit more. We'll try and claim the DRS off him. Well, no, we won't, of course, because we... Whoa, 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 whoa! Why is it so slow? Come on! If it's going to be so slow, it's surely got a ghost there. As that's just given Violet a big opportunity late on in the day. It's so frustrating there, as I think Violet's been held up a little bit behind it as well. But now he's within my DRS range. It's the battle for P7 late on in the day. And look at the run they're both getting. Adam's back. I've got no idea what's happening. Back down in towards turn 1. Joseph's out of the race. Violet's gone to the shadow ram down at turn 1 there. We're going to get the switch back on Adam off the corner. So this is still a battle then, but I've got no idea what that was all about. A little bit scary there for a brief moment. As Adam again is going to have the DRS on me though. We need to try and defend from him, but look at that straight line speed. Down the outside in towards the next corner. Keep the nose there. Just try and be a bit awkward as much as anything else, but I think he's going to get me off the corner. Not going to try and battle too hard for it at the moment. It's just about waiting until the final lap, I guess. I can see Adam there out of the final corner trying to save some battery. So clearly he has pretty much exhausted his entire threshold there. Is he diving into the pits? No, yes he is. So up into P7 then we'll go. As I think Liam now, those soft tyres have given up the ghost. He's a long way off the cars in front. He's actually retired? Why? I don't get that. Oh, he picked up a 5-second penalty. But there we go. Jack might even score a point then come the end of this one. It's just been a race of attrition by the looks of things, but I don't think we'll take 6 seconds out of Liam in a lap. Final lap then of this race. You can see Liam lost a second last lap, but I don't think it's really going to change much. Later on here, I mean, there is still a big battle pack going on for P2, so if we see some fireworks on this final lap, it could be nice if we picked up a freebie somewhere, but I'm not expecting anything this late on in the day. But like I said, I came into this with the goal of just trying to beat out Joseph, Dan and Violet. Of course, Violet is going to score still a handful of points, but we will take good championship points out of Joe. I think we'll, as long as I don't bin it, we should be ahead of him now in the championship. Violet, I think, will be on 24. I'll be on 16, so 8 points still the gap will be. Again, as long as I don't do anything silly on this final lap, but just trying to round our way through. Hopefully we are just going to survive this race there, as Liam is definitely losing more and more. Kind of a bit gutted we got held up so much behind Adam, because we could have been a whole lot closer there, as he is losing a fair old chunk of time. Well, that's going on late on in the day. Those tyres just completely gone? I don't know, but we'll keep pushing right the way around then. Gap's under 4 seconds now, so it is certainly coming down. He's not losing much down the straights. It's a bit of a shame, because of course that's most of what the rest of this lap is, but it is what it is. Final couple of turns though. We should just about survive another Azerbaijan Grand Prix, but yeah, P7 in the end is not a bad result. If we had one more lap, we would have absolutely got Liam there, and to be honest, I think had we not lost that time behind Adam, we could have been within the DRS range and we might have been able to do something at the final couple of corners there. So that does hurt a bit at the end of the day, but across the line looks like very, very bunched up towards the front of the field. But we're going to come through for P7. Another good, decent haul of points there. 3 point scoring finishes in a row. We will absolutely take. Let's go take a look at those final results. Well, there we are then, having a look at our final race results. Crowding door actually takes quite a comfortable victory come the checkered flag there. Sauber just 22 thousandths ahead of Connor there, so we could have been involved in that scrap late on in the day. Like I said, a bit gutted that, of course, Adam went AI for so long there, because that did really cost us a chance of battling with Liam on that final lap there. But more solid points as well. Alfa Romeo with another double points finish. Like I said, we take 2 points as well out of Violet in the championship there. But Mel, the gap between him and Sora opens up at the top of the table. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed as well. And yeah, we will return very, very soon with more LCR F1 content.